Hi guys, this is AC Gamer back with another video on Brandos 2. Now in today's video what I want to do is focus on Justia, taking a look at her new costume and going over whether this costume is good. Now I felt a little bit stupid simply because I did release a video which I just basically looked at the PV to try and speculate or try to see what this character skill does, and then a couple of hours later the devs released the actual patch note with the information for this skill. So I felt a little bit stupid, but we're going to be taking a look at Justia, seeing how good she is from a costume, and I'm not gonna lie, it's a lot better than I initially thought, which is great. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more content on Brandos 2. If you guys don't want to miss out on future content on the game, make sure you are subscribed and make sure that post notification is on. Tell me down in the comment section what you guys think about this costume right now. For those of you guys who have taken a look at the skills, and also during the video when I take a look at the skills, I would like to hear your opinion down in the comment section. Now if you guys enjoyed this video, go ahead and click the like button. It helps shows your support and it makes other people find this video as well. So let's carry on. For those of you guys who don't know, this costume, this Justia pool party costume, is going to be time limited. So basically you can't get this character's costume again unless this limited banner comes again, so she won't be added into the regular pool. Now luckily for us, we will be able to get at least one of the costume for free. So Justia's costume, you can obtain one copy for free. So it is up to you guys to decide whether or not you guys want to go into Justia's banner to get more dupes for the costume to improve it even more, or to go into Skahazade. I'm pretty sure I butchered the character's name, but the other limited banner that will be coming out a couple of days after. It's up to you guys to decide whether you want to go in for that character, who is also going to be limited, so you get no free copy for that one. So maybe it's much more important to get that one, since you will not be able to get the costume unless they release the banner in the future. So okay, hopefully you guys enjoy this, and let's carry on. So with Justia, this is it says limited on the side, so very important. So taking a look at the skills, one thing I will say, 2 SP cost, I love that. This is at, I believe, only level 1 or like plus 0, sorry. So as you get more duplicates for this, get this to +3, the SP requirement should go down to 1, which is insane. Cool time is 7 turns. The range, this is a self buff, which I already talked about in my last video, which basically creates an energy guard that takes damage instead of HP reduction for 4 turns, equal to 100% of maximum HP. Additionally, increases attack by 100% for 4 turns. Now I'm not gonna lie, the energy guard sounds very good. However, the energy guard is 100% of her HP. Now 100% sounds good because the 100% is basically the whole HP the character has. However, characters kind of take a lot more damage in this game, so enemies deal way more damage that has the potential to basically one-shot you. So having a shield that gives you 100% will basically get removed the moment the enemy attacks you. And since this is a self buff, it basically is trying to tell you that with this Justia, you want to buffer up for 1 turn so that the next turn you can deal a lot of damage. So you're hoping that your Justia can actually tank the damage. So luckily they actually do give her this energy guard. Hopefully I believe when you start getting duplicates, the energy guard percentage will increase. So I think I'm just speculating right now. So right now it's at 100%, and I'm pretty sure this is at +0. So maybe if you get this to +5, yeah, instead of 100% it will be probably like 200%, which will actually make this character a lot more tanky. So in general, I think the effect is actually very strong. Now initially I can already tell that this character is going to be good for PvP. However, if you're free to play, should you really be summoning for a character that is only going to be good in PvP? At the end of the day, you will still not be able to beat whales. PvP is kind of RNG based as well, so you don't even get diamonds from PvP. So is there really any need for you guys to push PvP that hard? I don't really think so. However, she can also be good for PvE as well. Actually no, first PvP. So because the SP cost is only 2, if you get this to if you get this costume to +3, SP cost will go down to 1, and you get free SP at the start of your PvP. So you can use this character skill, use Rue's skill as well, and essentially you have yourself a buff for Justia, allowing her to deal a lot of damage. Also very tanky. She's going to be like a one-man army in PvP. So even if the rest of your characters die, assuming that your Justia is decked out with HP and as well as attack, she should be able to kill everyone else on the field. So I think PvP Justia is definitely going to see a lot more use in there with this specific costume, but you definitely need to get more dupes to actually fit and feel the entire benefit of this costume. Now in PvE, why is this going to be good? Well, enemies hit way too hard. Now maybe not right now, but I feel like in the future, Justia's this costume will increase in usage and increase in what's called how good it is. So right now it might be a very good costume, but in the future it will even increase even more in terms of ranking and tier list, simply because the devs want to change how the game is played. So right now we're playing the game trying to beat content in 1 to 2 turns. However, the devs have realized that it basically excludes some defensive character and defensive play, so they're going to be buffing up the HP, buffing up the defenses, the magical resistance, basically buffing up the overall defense of defensive characters. So this costume should be getting that, and this costume will become a lot stronger once those defensive plays become important. You are also able to buff up attack, which I haven't talked about right now. So I've only focused on the HP and focused on the energy guard. However, the elephant in the room, increased attack by 100% for 4 turns. That is already insane. Like, Ironess gives us a buff of 70% for attack, and that's to your entire ally. So if you basically use Ironess and then you also use Justia's costume, this one, and I do believe buffs are stackable, so essentially you will be able to have about 170% increase in attack on your Justia. And then if you use Candle Club Justia or the rest of the other costumes she has, the damage you're going to be dishing out is going to be absolutely insane. So that buff is actually pretty nice. So I do think PvE she is going to have a use. And future AC gamer here, there's one thing I failed to realize, and that is the fact that Justia is a true damage unit. So basically she does not require crit rate, and the best buff you can find for her is just basically increasing her attack. Now with this costume increasing her attack by 100% at base value, this is at +0 I think. So once you get this to +5, the percentage should hopefully increase as well, meaning that her normal attack is going to be hitting very hard. You don't even need any SP to deal a good amount of damage from her. That's something I've always noticed, especially when I use Ironess and then I use Justia in PvP. The amount of damage I can do with my basic attack always is enough to literally kill a character, which I absolutely love. Now with this buff increasing it by 100% and then also including Ironess, your normal attack is just going to be dishing out a lot more damage, basically substituting the amount of SP you use to get this buff for the next turn. So honestly, I do think this character is very strong. Future AC gamer has said that this is a top tier costume. Definitely go ahead and get some duplicates for this as well. PvP where she's going to shine the most, but in PvE as well you can actually still use her even currently right now. The only reason why I see her having this energy guard is just so that you guys don't feel like it's worthless to buff this character, since the next turn she's gonna die, because most people are worried about using attackers, saving your attackers for the next turn, because you're worried that the enemy, if you're not able to kill them, they'll just kill all your characters, and if the enemy hits your attacker then they die, and now you can't dish out any damage for that next turn, so you basically have to keep retrying. So with this energy guard on his skill, basically mitigates that issue, so you don't have to worry about Justia getting attacked because you have that energy guard protecting her. So the next turn she still will be able to dish out a lot of damage, and since she has a lot of costume, even if you have like free SP, you can also use that free SP for the rest of the costume she has to dish out damage as well. So honestly, Justia as a character in general, not even this costume, is the best, one of the best characters to go for. She will give you guys consistent damage, whereas with other characters they need to crit before you can give you that good amount of crit damage. So Justia's potential has just been increased even more as your main damage dealer with this costume, and the SP requirement being this low is very strong. So honestly, I do like this costume. Stay tuned for more information on Justia. Stay tuned for more content on Brandos 2. I will be trying to get duplicates for this character when she comes out. We do get about 100 summons by just logging in, so definitely log in every single day, use your summons, and prepare for which character you want to go for. Now obviously, since the summer characters are limited, even Scarazade, you also still want to get one copy for her as well, because you don't know how in the future she might become even better, and having this limited banner character in your account is just going to be safer than just waiting for them to be available in the near future. So as long as you can get duplicates for Justia, as well as go into Scarazade's banner as well to at least get one copy of her, then you are safe. It's been your boy AC Gamer. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Tell me down in the comment section what you think about her. It's been your boy AC Gamer, and I'm out.